the arrival of His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Peter Blumeyer, accompanied by our Honorable Dean, Professor Dr. Abdul Aziz Birgut, and dignitaries. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. His Excellency Dr. Peter Blumeyer, Ambassador of the Republic Germany to Malaysia. Honorable Dean of ISTAC IIUM, Professor Dr. Abdul Aziz Birgut. His Highness Tunku Zain Al-Abidin Ibni Tuanku Muhriz. Excellencies, Ambassadors and High Commissioners, Convener and Curator of the exhibition Datuk Halimah Muhammad Said, Co-Convener and Co-Curator Professor Dr. Ahmad Murad American, Distinguished Artists, Honorable Tan Sri Datuk Datin, Professors and Doctors, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and a very good afternoon. It is an absolute pleasure to welcome you all to the launching of the Art and Civilization at ISTAC IIUM International Group Art Exhibition. We are very glad to have you here at the International Institute of Islamic Thought and Civilization, IIUM, for this inauguration event. We are also delighted to have excellencies, ambassadors, and high commissioners of different countries from Republic of Germany, Romania, European Union, Brunei, Qatar, Jordan, Palestine, Sweden, Belgium, Ireland, Italy, Croatia, Poland, Azerbaijan, Mauritius, and Republic of Congo. Thank you for honoring us with your presence today. We would also like to take this opportunity to thank the convener and curator Datuk Halimah Muhammad Said, together with the co-convener and co-curator, Professor Dr. Ahmad Murad American, for bringing the first ever Art and Civilization at ISTAC IIUM International Group Art Exhibition into reality. This exhibition features the collection of 11 artists who have visually captured outstanding aspects of civilization, such as religious beliefs and values, design and architecture, and man's spiritual and physical environment. Before proceeding with the welcoming speech, I would like to request Mr. Ahmad Zaki Rashid, Senior Librarian of the Syed Muhammad Naqib Alatas Library, ISTAC IIUM, to bless our event with the recitation of dua. Please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursalin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Allahumma innaka khalaqul azim. Innaka sami'un alim. Innaka ghafurur rahim. Innaka rabbul arshil azim. Innaka barul jawadul karim. Ya Allah, kami mohon akan Engkau permudahkanlah perjalanan majlis kami pada hari ini. Jadikanlah ia sebagai amalan soleh yang diterima, serta tanda kesyukuran terhadap nikmat-Mu yang tidak terhingga, serta rahmat-Mu yang tiada sempadan. Oh Allah, open our heart to feel Your perfection in our shortcomings, Your mercy in our weaknesses, Your forgiveness in our wrongdoings, Your knowledge in our ignorance, Your blessings in our sorrows. Oh Allah, lead us towards the unity of the entire ummah, and give us leaders who lead this nation to virtue. Allahumma la sahla illa ma ja'altahu sahla, wa anta taj'alu hazna idha syi'ta sahla. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir, Rabbi tammim bil khair. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Thank you, Mr. Ahmad Zaki. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite our Honorable Dean, Professor Dr. Abdul Aziz Birgut, to deliver his welcoming speech. Please welcome Professor Abdul Aziz Bergoat.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. His Excellency Dr. Peter Pollmeyer, Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany to Malaysia, His Highness Tunku Zainul Abidin Ibn Tuanku Muhriz, Excellencies, Ambassadors and High Commissioners, Conveners and Curator of the exhibition Dato Halima Muhammad Saad, and co-curator Professor Dr. Ahmed Murad American, distinguished artists, Honorable Tansri, Datin, professors, doctors, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh, and good evening. I would kindly like to welcome and greet all participants in the Arts and Civilization exhibition, an international group art exhibition 2023, which is being organized here at the International Institute of Islamic Thought and Civilization, IIUM. We are delighted to have His Excellency, Dr. Peter, the Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany in Malaysia, with us today to inaugurate our Arts and Civilization exhibition 2023. We salute him for being present with us to grace the event today. I would like also to thank Dato Halima Muhammad Said and Professor Dr. Murad, the curator and the co-curator, for their outstanding efforts in making today's event a success. I also welcome Your Excellencies, the ambassadors, the diplomatic corps who are present with us here. I'm glad to mention that among the artists who are exhibiting their works in our exhibition today is Her Excellency Nineta Barabeluscu, the Ambassador of Romania to Malaysia. I would like also warmly to welcome His Highness Tuanku Zainul Abidin for being with us here today. Ladies and gentlemen, also I would like to extend a warm welcome to all wonderful local and international artists and thank them for their contribution to the success of our exhibition today. The current exhibition will feature chosen well-known artists presenting their works for the coming 3 weeks. Among those displaying their own works of art are artists from Malaysia, Philippines, Romania, and Iran, namely Dato Halima Said, Professor Murad, Nineta Barabeluscu, Abdul Hamid Omar, Muhammad Yusuf Ahmed, Mandana Barakishli, Nizar Kamal, Sharifa Azia bin Yahya, Dr. Amir Zikirgu, Nida Zugahi, and Anna Karina Jardin. At ISTAC, we have always felt that the arts and culture are among the most effective means of bringing people together and bridging cultures and civilizations for the benefit of the societal development and growth of nations and people. ISTAC IIUM is honored to have all the participants in this exhibition, which advances the cause of art and civilization diplomacy, which is one of the IIUM and ISTAC's priorities, emphasizing the importance of civilization and cultural exchange and engagement with other people and cultures around the world to bridge cultures and bring people together to face the challenges of our time. This is the power of arts and culture. This art and civilization exhibition is another effort to advance the goal of arts and cultural diplomacy, social connectivity, and civilizational engagement, all of which will increase our learning, understanding, cooperation, and engagement in dealing with issues confronting our societies. As a result, in the spirit of rahmatan lil alameen, mercy to all mankind, and peace to all, ISTAC IIUM will continue to promote and broaden such discourse and encounters, strengthening networks of artists, experts, academicians, civil society partners, and decision makers who uphold inclusivity, togetherness, and working for the betterment of the world and people. In this context, I must mention Professor Emeritus Tansri Dato Zulkifli Abdul Razak, Rector of the International Islamic University Malaysia, who is an advocate of value-driven education, arts, and culture, who emphasizes the importance of promoting indigenous arts, culture, and wisdom locally and internationally, as well as engaging in more responsible and meaningful cultural and civilizational exchange. In closing, let me thank once again everyone who is here with us today, including the ISTAC team, the OCAP team, and all our collaborators. May God bless you all. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Abdul Aziz Berkut. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, may I respectfully invite Dato Halimah Muhammad Said, convener and curator of the Art and Civilization exhibition, to deliver her welcoming speech.
Yang berbahagia, I can't see, even though the font is 18 and I'm wearing reading glasses, so you can guess how old I am, right? I'm sorry, I have to hold my paper up closer. Yang berbahagia, Professor Abdulaziz Berkut, Dekan ISTAC, Tuan Yang Terutama, Duta Dr. Peter Blumeyer, Duta Republik Persekutuan Jerman di Malaysia, Yang Amat Mulia Tunku Zain Al-Abidin Ibni Tuanku Muhriz, Tuan-tuan yang terutama duta-duta besar Kedutaan Asing di Malaysia. Salam sejahtera, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. Salam sejahtera and welcome to ISTAC's special event this afternoon, the launching of the Art and Civilization at ISTAC IIUM International Group Art Exhibition. As one of the 11 artists participating in the exhibition and as convener curator of the event, together with Professor Ahmad Murad Marikan, I'm extremely happy to see so many of you. The hall is full now. Professor Aziz, the hall is full now, right? So many of you who have come in support of our artistic endeavor. Terima kasih. The ISTAC Art Exhibition on the theme Art and Civilization has come to fruition after months of preparation, and we're delighted that shortly you will be viewing our collection of artworks. In the name of creativity, the artists were given a free hand. or shall I say a free brush, to interpret the broad theme in their own choice of genre, style, medium, and palette. As the International Institute of Islamic Thought and Civilization at International Islamic University, Malaysia, ISTAC is rightly positioned to showcase the works of 11 international artists, 6 from Malaysia, 3 from Iran, 1 from the Philippines, and 1 from Romania, the Romanian ambassador in Malaysia herself. Congratulations, Ninetta. Now, this is the inaugural exhibition to be held at the ISTAC Gallery in the lower ground floor. Inshallah, God willing, there'll be many more spearheaded by Professor Abdulaziz. In conjunction with the art exhibition, ISTAC has published a special book which contains a catalog of the artworks that you'll be viewing shortly, with their specs, with their detailed specs and descriptions, an excellent guide to the exhibition, to the tour later. To add greater content, 7 writers were invited to write substantive articles representing their perspective on art, a must-read. So I'm about to do a promotion here, right? Sounding very pushy, may I say that the beautifully designed book it really deserves a place, a space in your bookshelf or on your bookshelves. Do get a copy for posterity. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my fellow artists and writers, may I conclude by thanking all individuals and groups who have made the launch of the Art and Civilization at ISTAC IIUM International Group Art Exhibition an occasion worthy of your precious time this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Halima Muhammad Said. And now, we would like to request His Honor from His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Peter Blumeyer, Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany to Malaysia, the message of wisdom, as well as to officiate the opening ceremony for today. Please welcome His Excellency Dr. Peter Blumeyer to the stage.
Honorable Professor Dr. Abdulaziz Bergut, Dean of the International Institute of Islamic Thought and Civilization at the International Islamic University of Malaysia, His Highness Tunku Zain Al-Abidin Ibni Tuanku Muhriz, Excellencies, dear colleagues, especially Ninetta, whom I should also mention among the artists, conveners and curator of the exhibition, Datu Halima Muhammad Said, and co-curator, Professor Datu Dr. Ahmad Murad Merikan, distinguished artists, Honorable Tansri, Datuk, Datin, professors, doctors, ladies and gentlemen. It is difficult to imagine a topic more comprehensive than the one we have to tackle today, arts and civilization. Some even believe that it is impossible for discussion. De gustibus non disputandum, as the Romans said. You cannot discuss taste. And yet, we do it all the time. Whatever we see, whatever we use, whatever we wear, whatever we eat, very important in Malaysia, it is subject to our aesthetic judgment. So we discuss art all the time, and our opinions are shaped by these discussions, also by our experiences, and last but not least, by our background, by where we come from, our heritage, our culture, our civilization. With this exhibition, ISTAC IIUM, a most illustrious representative of the Islamic civilization in Malaysia, is offering us a magnificent chance to exchange on this exciting topic. I would like to express my deep gratitude and appreciation for the honor of this invitation to inaugurate this exhibition, especially for extending it to a representative of the European, the German civilization. This outreach tells us already much about features of Islamic civilization, openness and hospitality. We are talking about art today, but what is art? Does art have to be beautiful by definition? In Germany, we talk about the schöne Künste, which means beautiful arts. In France, les beaux-arts. In English, which is also beautiful arts. In English, we have the notion fine arts. What then is beautiful? According to the German philosopher Immanuel Kant, beauty is within us, depending on our individual aesthetic judgment. Not the artifact itself is beautiful, no judgment is possible about that, but the artifact is creating within us a feeling of delight, or the opposite, meaning that it is our imagination which is beautiful. This, according to Kant, is a spontaneous reaction of our imagination to an artifact. It is not connected to an interest, meaning that the feeling comes about without the wish to possess the artifact. Thus, one could say, beautiful is what pleases us without purpose. Sorry, BMW and Ferrari and Gucci and Hermes and other producers of cars and clothes and furniture, your products are excluded from this definition of beauty because they obviously serve a purpose, for instance, transport or clothing. This interpretation of beauty comes close to the Roman aphorism that you cannot discuss taste. An object creates delight within me and I judge it beautiful, whilst it might create disgust within you and you judge it horrible. Beauty lies in the eye of the observer. Art is whatever you consider to be art. Not very satisfactory for a discussion if everybody can claim to be right just by virtue of the feeling an object creates within him, but at least it trains us to be tolerant and thus is avoiding mischief, strife, and anger. However, all this is based on the assumption that art, by definition, needs to be beautiful. Is it true just because of a European tradition of universities calling themselves École des Beaux-Arts? How about literature with a political or social appeal? How about odd or weird artifacts, making us curious and starting to ponder about them? How about the wide field of handicraft, often called arts and craft? Can we rightfully exclude them from the world of art? Many thinkers are recommending a more comprehensive notion of art. Actually, if we look at the German notion for art, which is Kunst, we are getting closer to the origin of art. Kunst is the noun of the verb können, meaning that what you master. Können is an advanced activity based on knowledge, exercise, perception, imagination, and intuition. The result of this process is what we call art. In this view, the notion of art can be extended to doctors, lawyers, and even car and perfume makers, and it is not bound to the limits of what we regard as beautiful. What you have heard so far is the perspective of a German layman in arts. You might consult specialists, professors of this university, artists participating at this exhibition, people from other countries cultures and civilizations, and you might hear a totally different story of what is art. However, I dare say as much as that whatever we consider to be art depends on where we were brought up, what influences we were exposed to, what discussions we have led. This brings us to the second element of our exhibition, civilizations. What is a civilization? The word derives from a Roman civis, meaning citizen of Rome. Common usage of this notion comprises various elements, such as an advanced society with a division of labor, certain economic and technical development, material wealth, political and administrative hierarchy, functioning judiciary, a certain level of respect among its members. Civilization has a positive connotation. It describes a state of sophisticated manners, a refined lifestyle, and a willingness to contribute to common well-being. The process of civilization comprises an increase of effect control in public communication and, with a time gap, also within the individual, translating into a decrease of violence, an increase of inhibition, a development of the ability to anticipate reactions of others and to orientate one's behavior accordingly. We act civilized. However, civilization also has a negative connotation. It has been used as an indoctrinating term. Civilization meant to confront barbarism, abused as justification of discrimination and submission of other cultures. But what is a culture? Is it the same as civilization? Yes, sometimes it is used as a synonym of civilization, but sometimes for the opposite. For elevating culture above civilization, denouncing civilization as a functional mechanism guided by utilitarianism, leading to a decadent lifestyle, overestimating technicalities. Culture, in contrast, is regarded as activity elevating us to human beings, inspired by soul and by ideas, responding to our emotional needs and to our quest for truth and beauty. And this, what actually art is made for. And yes, sometimes culture and arts are used as synonyms. I hope I confused you now sufficiently. Let's just summarize that we do not necessarily mean the same thing when talking about art, civilizations, and culture. We have different starting points in life. We are brought up in different civilizations and cultures. We are taught different ways of apprehending arts, and we have different perspectives and perceptions of our subject. And this is good. It makes life and it makes our exchange inspiring, colorful, spicy, fascinating. We can learn so much from each other. So let this art and civilization exhibition be an impetus for all of us to advance the cause of art. May this serve as a bridge bringing together civilizations, cultures, and people from all over the world in a drive to build great relations in the future. Many thanks go to Professor Emeritus Tan Sri Dato Zulkifli Abdul Razak, Rector of the International Islamic University of Malaysia, for his efforts in promoting arts and civilization as part of this university, and to Professor Bergut, the Dean of ISTAC IIUM, Dato Halima, Professor Murad Merikan, and all the artists who made this exhibition a success. Once again, I greet all the artists and participants. I hereby officially declare open the Art and Civilization Exhibition 2023 at ISTAC IIUM, wishing you all every success in your noble endeavor. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for your words of wisdom. Kindly remain on stage, Your Excellency, for the launching ceremony. We now invite His Highness Tunku Zain Al Abidin Ibn Tuanku Muhriz and Her Excellency Ambassador Ninete Barbulescu, Ambassador of Romania to Malaysia, accompanied by Professor Dr. Abdul Aziz Birgud, Dato Halimah Muhammad Said, and Professor Dato Dr. Ahmad Murad American, to be on stage for the launching ceremony. Yeah. Montage session. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. This marks the launching of the Art and Civilization at the STAC IIUM International Group Art Exhibition. Your Excellencies and Honorable Dignitaries, please remain on stage as we will proceed with the photo session with the souvenir catalog. Now call upon His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Peter Blumeyer to receive a token of appreciation from STAC IIUM. Token of appreciation from the Excellency Ambassador Nineta Barbulescu, Ambassador of Romania to Malaysia. Now, for the photograph session, I would like to call upon the 11 artists to be on stage. Presenting Abdul Halim Omar, Ahmad Murad American, Amir H. Zikirgu, Anna Karina Hardin, Mandana Berkesley, Muhammad Yusuf Ahmad, Nizar Kamal Arifin, Nineta Barbulescu, Sharifa Azyah bin Yahya, and Nida Zuhi, absentia. I was mentioned that there is a gift to be given from the Federal Republic of Germany. To whom? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The Ambassador of Romania, His Excellency, Her Excellency wanted to give to a modest appreciation to Dato Halima. Please. Thank you very much. Now we invite His Excellency Dr. Peter Blumeyer and the dignitaries on stage to step down for honoring us with a photo session with the audience. Stand here and then there's someone picking up on the bottom. Now I invite dignitaries, ambassadors, guests, and the audience to stand for the photo session. I think we have to be, close enough so that the picture can be. Everybody at the back, please stand up too. Ladies and gentlemen, we would delightfully like to inform that following this exhibition, there will be a lecture series, namely ISTEC Art Lectures, that will be convened by Professor Dato Ahmad Murad American. Yeah, please be seated. I'm so sorry. Please be seated. After this, we will have the curated tour with dignitaries. Ladies and gentlemen, we would delightfully like to inform that following this exhibition, there will be a lecture series, namely ISTEC Art Lectures, that will be convened by Professor Dato Ahmad Murad American at ISTEC IIUM. The first session will start on the 23rd of August, which will be delivered by Professor Dr. Amir Zikirgul with the topic Islamic Art and the Problem of Imagery. It's all about content. And now for the curated tour with dignitaries session. But before that, we would like to inform you that due to space constraint of the gallery, we invite His Highness Tunku Zain Al Abidin bin Tuanku Mohriz, all Excellencies, Ambassadors, and High Commissioners, accompanied by our Honorable Dean, conveners and curators, as well as the distinguished artists to join the curated tour. The remaining distinguished guests will remain at the hall and lobby to enjoy refreshment and later are invited to proceed to the gallery. Meantime, the screen here will show pictures of the collections in the gallery. Without further ado, we now invite His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Peter Blumeyer, Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany to Malaysia, accompanied by His Highness Tunku Zain Al Abidin Ibni Tuanku Mohriz, the Dean of ISTAC IIUM, and Dato' Halima Muhammad Said, together with Professor Dato' Dr. Ahmad Murad Merican, and Honorable Excellencies, Ambassadors, High Commissioners, all distinguished ours, to join the curated tour with dignitaries session. Other guests, please remain here.